Y'all, so I was reading Exodus the other day because I was trying to see what old Moses had going on, and then I watched the Testament of Moses on Netflix. And then when I went to my church conference last week, they kept on talking about Moses and the Israelites, and I'm like, okay, God, I hear you loud and clear, and I'm gonna tell y'all what I got from that. So, see, what stuck out to me was how much the Israelites lacked in their faith. Like, when I tell you they made me mad, they made me mad. Like, I was really pissed off. Because, see, first, you got Moses. God sent Moses back to his kinfolk as if that wasn't a miracle in itself after his mama had put him in the Nile River and sent him floating away. But God sent him back to his people, and he came back with a word for the people, and the people did not believe him. They needed proof. So Moses had to give them proof. So I'm going to skip ahead in this story because I got to get to the part that stuck out to me. Because we know in between all of this, what I'm about to get to, they didn't have plagues. The first sons was dying, like all kind of stuff was going on. But I want to get to the part where Moses then started to lead them out of Egypt and they're headed towards Canaan. Now they going a certain way towards Canaan, and Moses tell them, "Nah, we need to go this way." But then here they go doubting Moses again. I'm like, "Nah, if we go that way, we gonna end up at the Red Sea, and we can't get through the Red Sea. We ain't got no boats." But he told them, God told them to go that way. But then a pillar of cloud shows up, and now they believe Moses, that God told Moses to go that way. Lacking in their faith. Let's keep going. Now, I got a side note. Now, if God was to show up by cloud during the day and fire by night and point me in the direction that he has told me to go in, what more do I need to believe that he is a real, true, living God? I'm not understanding. All right, so boom. They make it to the Red Sea. Them Israelites are like, why did we come here? This is a trap. We told you this was the wrong way. What are we going to do? Still not trusting. After that fire and that cloud led them over there, they still not trusting that God has sent them that way. And another thing, it's like we want God to do what we want him to do, when we want him to do it, and how we want him to do it. Like, we in control of this thing. Child, his word says, be still and know that I am God. We not God. We got to trust him to do it how he said that he gonna do it. Even if we don't understand. Now back to the story. All right, so the Israelites was convinced that they had went the wrong way once they made it to the Red Sea. The Egyptians then caught up with them. They done made it to the shore. Moses over here praying. He like, I know you didn't lead me to this Red Sea either, God, because I'm following you. What we finna do? You know how we do. When we halfway to the place and God ain't gave us the full picture, we starting to ask him, okay, how we finna get through this thing? Well, God then told him to stretch out his hand, stretch out his rod to the sea, and he parts the Red Sea. Not only did he part the Red Sea, he also sent that cloud that was leading them back behind the Israelites to blind the Egyptians so they can't see all that's going on. He confusing them. The Israelites went through the Red Sea on dry ground. Miracle. I want y'all to remember that. They made it to the other side. God instructed Moses to stretch out his rod again, and he closed up the sea, returned the sea back to where it was. The Egyptians was running through that thing and trying to catch up with the Israelites because, they trying to stop them from leaving, and they drowned. God drowned them. Killed them dead, and they all washed up on shore. Not the Egyptians. The Israelites was kind of confused at first when they saw them Egyptians running after them. They still was doubting. Like, I know you didn't lead us over here just for them to catch up with us, God. They still not trusting him. And at once, God moved the sea back on top of them and delivered them, just like he said he would from the beginning. Now, God did exactly what he said that he was going to do. And the part that gets me is that it took all of that for the Israelites to finally decide that they was going to trust God. After he done performed miracle after miracle, sign and wonder after wonder. It took all of that. for them to finally say that they trust him. Now, maybe this is for me because I don't know who else needs to understand this, but I feel like what I gathered from this thing was that God is asking me, what is it going to take to trust me? What is it going to take? Is it going to take all of that, or will you just trust that my word that I sent to you is true? What is it going to take? I know me. I already had a talk with God, and I trust him. What is it going to take for you to trust him? No, for real. Like, hasn't he already done enough in your life already? I know we can all probably think of one reason why we shouldn't be where we are today, but God. God done made a way. He done had his way. His will has been done. Are you going to trust him? Before he show you those signs and miracles and wonders. Are you just going to take his word for it? That's the word. Trust him. Have a good night.